Welcome to episode 12 of the 7 Days to Die series, which been thinking about the name for it, and I'm thinking about naming it 105 Days to Die, since this series is probably gonna last only 105 days. We'll see, I might continue afterwards. Depends. I might just name it 7 Days to Die as well. So, we were building the base, I mean, quite obviously. Plus, most of you probably just watched the last episode, but for me, it's been a whole weekend. But, anyways, we'll continue. We'll just finish that. I'll check up if that did change something, since I remember we didn't have enough to put something on that corner, and it did do something. See, now I have the capacity to put these up. And the reason why I put these up will become apparent once I. Nope. Rotation. Bam. Yes, like so. Since I'll just go building blocks. Can I craft the wood ones? Yes. Craft 10 of those. One here, and one of those. Here, here. Two last one of those. And that is it for the roof. Now, I'm gonna take this one out and I'm gonna craft a hatch. And I'm gonna put it like that. Yeah. Can I jump just out of here? No, I can't. What I can do is take this and make it a ladder. Unface. Simple. That. Since that fits, that allows me to go on the roof. Which is kinda gonna be handy. And the reason why we do this is for them dang birds. Just gotta keep checking that when I upgrade it, it doesn't make everything fall, because then we would lose all this progress, and that would not be nice. After I put this door on this, which I just put as kind of a precaution, because it has happened to me before, that during a blood moon, they decide that the best option is not going towards the good stairs that are right above me, but going to the house and back, or through a ladder that I put on the back of the base, which I did to another base in another world. So with that done, I'll stop this. I'll grab all of this and I'll put it in the food one for once that we have, and I'll keep these since they will be, well, food. Oh, that is actually pretty good for food. That is way better than just normal stuff, than just normal meat. Put that in there. And I have some extra rounds that I'm gonna dump in here as well. And I'm gonna dump, yeah, half of my stock into here. Well, I can take this extra one, since I'm surely gonna find more of those. And now it is time to go do some jobs.
I'd shake your hand, but I bet you got dysentery the way you smell. Try anything smart, and you'll get a new start. Cha-ching! Thanks, buddy. Unless you're paying, you're leaving. Thank you very much, and now you can go fuck yourself. My shop, my rules. You follow, or you fuck off. All that gawking, I'll sell you food, but don't expect me to cook it for you. All right, now that we're done doing business, get out of my store. I got some shit work for. Well, don't just stand there with your thumb up your ass. Go do the goddamn job.
Done. But you can just walk away from all of this beautiful loot. You're crying, especially since these are infested area. I had forgotten that they have infested crates which give lots of ammunition. Sadly, I do not have the space for this ammunition. Don't even think I have the space to eat that. I can check though. Here. For food, I am 14 out of it is 15, so 15 would get me to 29. So I do have the space for that. So I can take bullets, well, the bullet tips. Sadly, that leaves a lot, and honestly, 23 isn't even worth all this ammo, so scrap it, take that, and then scrap these back into wood, though it's a waste. I need to grab that and get going. Of course, bartering, oh hell yeah. I need to change. I don't know which. I don't know if any of these can hold two things, but I know what's something that's useless. I don't know if that's useless actually. Come on. Honestly, that put that instead. I'll go and sell these. This I can take. These are very good. So I'll take them instead of. Okay, well then, since this is gonna take more, and I don't even have the. No, I do have the time to get back to trader. Actually, because it's at 22 that it closes, not 20. But what I was going to say was because I have the time, I'm gonna go back and put things in the bike so I can bring everything since I knew I had space in the bike. But it's a bit late to tell you that now since you already just saw what I did and probably guessed that that was what I was going to do. But if I have the time to just go and barter, I'm gonna have to put two things in the in my bike, which I don't have space for, but I do have one space in my inventory. And I'll just put the money in my inventory and put one thing in the bike. That'll give me enough space. Perfect. All the way here. And then interact. Take the money and put that. No, that I sell. So the blue. Sprint to this man so I have enough time to actually
Listen, you
barter
son
with
of a
him.
bitch.
And
If
what
you
was
ain't
this?
out the goddamn door when I
There was
close,
something I
I'll
picked
shoot
up.
you for
This gives better
trespassing.
bartering. What does this give? Plus 2 XP gain. I'm just gonna wear this while doing this.
Great. Here you go.
And then take it
Don't
off.
spend it all in one
Uh,
place.
these are very not good stuff. None of this is good. Best would probably be these. But, yeah. Clubs and stuff. Gunpowder's worth. I'm gonna take the Molotovs, they're worth the most,
What the
and I
hell do
might
you
use
want
them
this
for
time?
something. So, sell this. This commando helmet. These, I need to wear those.
Well, don't let the
Or I
door hit you on your way out.
wear. And
You want something?
that. These might actually be useful. Sell those. This I'm gonna keep because it does give better bartering. Oh,
Thank you
why am I
very
not
much.
still
And
wearing
now
it?
you can go
God, I
fuck
could have
yourself.
gotten
What are
slightly
you,
more
a
money.
zombie? Decide already.
I'm dumb. Yeah. I have lots of ammo now, but that's not what I need the most. These are weapons. Well,
I'd tell you to go
I'm
fuck
gonna get
yourself, but you did
job
that when you
for
didn't buy
you,
anything.
and I'll go buried supplied
Hey,
for
jerk.
one.
Get moving, jackass.
Really need,
This don't
I
pay
really need
by
to get a
the
better
hour.
shovel. Now, do I have anything in here I don't want to sell? Maybe these, but I'll keep them for later. Once I get armor that can have more than one slot. And then I'll hit the buried supply, and that'll be the last one I do for this episode. And that I can't even go back to the trader afterwards, since just getting to this job is gonna take too long, and the trader's gonna be closed. You already know by now. But yeah, so I'll do this job. Hopefully, well, it's not gonna be before nighttime. It's gonna be at the start of nighttime. So I'm gonna go back to base and continue building it throughout the night, and then that'll be that. Hopefully, I can do some before the start of the night, though it's not gonna change much since first four is probably gonna spawn during the night. Well, there it is. I do not have the space to pick up my bike, which is might be a nuisance. I'm gonna have to get it out of the way, and then I'm gonna have to dig this as fast as possible, since thankfully it is not in charge. So it is slightly easier. but I'm look out everywhere because this attracts the biggest amount of zombies out of any job. And you are unprepared since you're in a hole. It's easy to get cornered and die. So I've never died. I've had close calls because one or two zombies hitting you just ends up either knocking you or making you bleed, and all of those things together can just get you killed. Which is why I don't do these often, but when they're just 400 meters away and every other job is not the best, well, we gotta pick the best one. I might actually put... Would have been... You know what? I saw a video on this. It would have been smart to do the same. Putting a couple of points into Treasure Hunter and then just doing these quests once they come up. Because you can just do them so quickly once you have a point or two. Because right now, I'm not technically doing it the best way. Well, I don't know. I've never seen anybody say this isn't the best way, especially since videos haven't even come out yet. Oh, the ones I streamed. But basically what I do, I try to dig the biggest hole, and then once it locks in on a specific position, then I go that way. I am sensing there's gonna be a zombie very, very near. No? That's strange. That's actually quite concerning. They're hiding. They're waiting. Where is it towards the most? This way. I didn't dig that way far enough. I should sneak. That's gonna make less noise. Right. I'm gonna start getting paranoid right about now about getting swarmed by zombies. I don't understand how there's not a single zombie in that other area. I got swarmed. Please, for the love of God, show me where it is. Where is it? There they are. No, 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 no. You have to die. You can't be in my hole and not die. Screw you. I ain't playing games. I didn't want to use guns because that would just attract more, but... Okay. Come on. Where is it? Where's that goddamn treasure? There it is. Schematics. Use schematics. Use that. Pick up this. Warp truck. Pick up everything. Why am I taking time? Yeah, I'm getting back to base. That was enough for me. I love the baseball bat. Compared to the stun baton, it just throws people. For some reason, it just feels way more powerful, even though it's just a tiny bit more damage. It just ragdolls them so much more. Well, now that's the trader. That's towards home. Well, gonna get back home probably towards midnight, maybe slightly past. And I'm gonna get a couple of hours. Can't forget to take the dew collector's water. Gotta do that every day. Because if I rack up enough water, which I do have good amounts of, but if I get more and more, then making glue will just be not about having water, but bones. And then duct tape will just be cloth and glue. So basically, duct tape's only things will be bones and cloth. The rest will be easy. I like how all these places have names. Each individual house is named something. And technically, if you go throughout them, you could identify who's Marvin, who's not. Like, you kill all the zombies, and at the end, there's just one guy with his stuff just dead. Well, it's safe to assume that that was Marvin. Sadly, Marvin is most likely dead. And I said I was gonna get around here at, I was gonna get here at around midnight. I was almost spot on. And I didn't take the dew collector's water. Of course I didn't. It's me. And then half of that, and then half of that. And I'm gonna have enough ammo for, well, for the blood moon. Now, next day is, well, today is day 13. I gotta store that, this, crafting kits, leather in here, iron here, duct tape, healing stuff. These ones are in here, and I'm gonna take only 2. These I can leave. And, right, I can't remove this from anything. Yes, you can. You can die of hunger. I mean, once you go to 0, it slowly starts to drain. A bit like Minecraft. Slowly damages you. Except you have way more health in this game. But yes, you can die of hunger. Which it is kind of easy to do early in the game. Dying of hunger is quite easy. Later in the game, it's slightly hard. It's not harder to die of hunger, it's just less frequent since, well, you have money, you have hopefully a base setup. So, not really, it's rarer since you have the, well, you have the resources to make it so you don't die of hunger. But it is still possible. I mean, if you try to die of hunger, you can. Nothing's stopping you. But yeah, so these things you can craft red tea with. What else can I craft with this? Turn down all recipes. I can craft seeds, paint, red tea, and antibiotics. Well, I'm gonna go for red tea. I'm gonna go water, cook, tea, cook, and then I gotta actually, I'm gonna remove that. I'm gonna go outside, take the bike and its things, and the dew collector's water, then come back inside. I think. No, Barbara, a wider touch, please. God, I had so much stuff in this. For how many days survived? I'm guessing that that's what you mean. My record. Yes. Okay. That's no. For this survived, well, for this series, it's actually not 13 days since I died at like day 1 something. So longest life is 13 hours, which is 11 days because it's 1 hour for 1 day. So this series itself, it's 11 days. My old world, which now doesn't work anymore since it was in alpha. My old world, I believe, was 180 days. I think. No, no, I'm speaking bullshit. It's not. Uh, it's kind of hard because I played it like over a year ago. Is when I last played it, and I can't access it anymore since it is, well, it was an alpha and you can't load alpha anymore. But if I remember, it's over 100 days for a single life. I believe it was. I think it's around like 70, 80 hours probably, something like that. Yeah, I have like 150 hours in this game, but I don't consider myself good. Don't think I'm good. Don't go yeah, don't go starting thinking I'm good. I am not. I am mediocre at this game at best. Since well, I spend most of those hours cowering and taking very good precautions so that I would survive. Which is why I'm also not very high level in that one. I'm like level, well, I was pretty high level, probably around level 70 ish, which is kind of high, but also for like 180 days and probably 100 hours in that world. That's not very high considering now I'm like level 42, I think. Yeah, level what? 142 out of 142. That makes what level? Can I know, please? Is there something to know, or am I just? It's probably in here, right? Am I just blind or what? I'm officially blind. What is the max level? I don't know. I'm assuming there might be one, but I'm assuming it's when you spend all the points, and considering they get more expensive the farther you go, which I can show with here. Better barter. This costs 2 point. Better barter next. Well, I can show it. This I can. This is 1 point only. I might spend it on that. And then fortitude, I'm gonna spend one on that so I can get pain tolerance and mostly healing factor and all of these are pretty good. But yeah, I'm assuming there might not even be a max level, but at some point you're gonna stop gaining points to level up your character since there's nothing more to level up. You might still gain points, but there's nothing to spend them on, so they're useless. But yeah, spent a lot of time in this game, but didn't do much with that time. I know how to play the game and I'm fine at it, but I'm no expert. If you want an expert, well, I don't know who to refer you to. I haven't watched a video on this game in probably over half a year, so I don't know anybody yet that I could refer you to. Like, just Google tutorials if you want something, if you want to know something. 'Cause, I don't know anything either. I'm the wrong guy to ask questions about this game. Well, unless they're beginner level questions, then I might be able to help. But yeah. So for the most part, what can I do with? I can make bullet casings, so I'm gonna do that since they will be useful. And I would need iron, which I can provide actually, and I'll do it by removing these rocks since they're useful. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I understand totally what you mean. Big streamers, it's very hard to get noticed because the moment you type something in chat, 5 seconds later it's gone. It is just the current, the if you can call it that, the current of messages just makes it go away. And also, you gotta think about something else. Big streamers, if you go beyond just talking and you wanna play with them, it's harder because if they allow you, they'd have to allow everyone, and they can do that. Which is why small streamers are kind of better, because if they allow you, then other people come and ask, and then you just put simple rules like, well, just be here for a small amount of time and I can determine you're not an asshole, so I'll let you play on my stream and I'll let you come and play with me. And that's nice because small streamers can do that. Just put basic rules, but big streamers, there'd be too many people that you have to just put the boundary that, well, you'd have to be a friend of mine for you to play with me. So I really understand what you mean. And I don't know if all streamers do take the time to really talk. I know I do. I try my best to do that, but sometimes it does happen that I'm not available to talk. Uh, because I'm muted for a reason. But if I can talk, I'm going to. I'm not gonna avoid talking because, well, I don't see a problem with doing that. But yeah, that is the reason why I put in the tags. I don't know what the tags do, but I'm assuming they just classify it in some way. I put English, gaming, and friendly gamer. That's what I put, and I hope it does something. So far, it has, because I got 2 new viewers instead of people spamming my chat to get me to do art for me, which I do my own art. So if people want to do my art and are watching, don't even ask. But yeah, so I'm not doing much right now, right? I forgot. I need to build the base. Oh god, it's already the end of the episode. God damn. I've been staring and talking to myself for an hour. An in-game hour. Well, with that, this will be the end of this episode. Yeah, yeah. Well, maybe someday I will. But yeah, this is the end of this episode. So, see ya.